Hey guys, wahala don shele o. Budget padding scandal. The suspended Senator Ningi demand reinstatement, threatening to expose more secrets about what is happening in the Senate about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Senate President if he is not being called back. Nigerians everywhere don scatter, and this secret is what Nigerian government do not want Nigerians to know. You understand? So they run kitty, they run kata to see how to go about this. According to sources, they said the government have also, contacted northern elders to speak to this senator. You fit just stay. Nigerians go just look and say, yes, they don't suspend you for 3 months. But salary go just they come instead of, making trouble. So you see the reason why I say this country is the more you look, the less you see. You understand? If you look where your eye go blind. And that is why majority of people would say, abeg, I don't want Nigerian wahala. Abeg, make we just forget them. Because these people, there are something else. Nigerians, this will shock you. Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you are just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening in the Nigerian political landscape. The suspended senator representing Bauchi Central in the Nigerian Senate, Ahmed Ningi, has written to Senate President Godwin Akpabio demanding that the suspension should be lifted. Ningi, in a letter titled Request to Lift the Suspension of Senator Adu Ahmed Ningi, written by his lawyer Mr. Femi Falana-San on Wednesday, March 27, 2024, threatening to seek legal action of his suspension was not lifted in the next 7 days. The Senate, on March 12, suspended Senator Ningi for 3 months over allegations of budget padding. Ningi had alleged that the leadership of the Senate padded the 2024 budget by 3.7 trillion naira. Sahara reporters had reported how Ningi, a People's Democratic Party member representing Bauchi Central, raised the alarm that Akpabio and the presidency padded the budget currently being implemented against the budget passed by the chamber. The allegation had generated public outrage. The Bauchi senator, however, maintained his position on Monday that 3.7 trillion could not be accounted for in the 2024 budget. Ningi, in a media interview, claimed that while the budget passed by the National Assembly for the 2024 fiscal year was 25 trillion naira, the one being executed for the presidency was 28.7 trillion naira. In the letter from his lawyer, Ningi accused Akpabio of being the accuser, the prosecutor, and the judge in his own case in auto violation of the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution. The letter reads in part, "We are solicitors to Senator Adu Ahmed Ningi, representing the Bauchi Central Senatorial District in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hereinafter referred to as our client, on whose behalf we write this letter. On March 9, 2024, our client granted an interview to the BBC Hausa service on the 2024 Appropriation Act. He expressed his views on the budget of the federal government in exercise of his fundamental rights of freedom of speech guaranteed by Section 39 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, and Article 9 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Ratification and Reinforcement Act, Cap A9, laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, they satisfied with the interview. You caused our clients to be put on trial before the Senate on March 14, 2024, contrary to the provisions of the Legislative House's Powers and Privileges in brackets Act 2018. Even though it was alleged that you were indicted by our client in the interview, you presided over the proceedings of the Senate. It is on record that you were the accuser, the prosecutor, and the judge in your own case in utter violation of the provisions of Section 36 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and Article 7 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Ratification and Enforcement in brackets at Cap A9, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004. At the end of the trial, you pronounced our client guilty and declared that the Senate do suspend Senator Ningi for 3 months, and he should forfeit all his entitlements and be disallowed from the precinct of the National Assembly complex during the period of the suspension. He should also apologize to the Senate in writing. Thereafter, the Senate can consider his remorse and recall him. Ningi said that by his suspension, the Senate did not only violate his fundamental right to fair hearing, but also the rights of the people of his senatorial district. He said, apart from violating our client's fundamental rights to fair hearing, the Senate violated the rights of the entire people of the Bauchi Central Senatorial District to representation in the Senate for 3 months. This is a breach of Section 111 of the Constitution and Article 13 of the African Charter of Human Rights and People's Rights Act. As you are no doubt aware, the Federal High Court had struck down the suspension of some members of the Senate and the House of Representatives who had accused the leadership of both houses of budget padding, corruption, or abuse of office. Specifically, the court declared the suspension of the affected legislators illegal and unconstitutional. As a senior lawyer, you are to have drawn the attention of the members of the Senate to these decisions and several others, where the High Courts of some states and the Court of Appeal have held that no parliamentary in Nigeria has the power to suspend or expel a legislator and confiscate his salaries and allowances. In a view of the foregoing, you will agree with us that the suspension of Senator Ningi and Daniel of his denial of his entitlement are illegal and unconstitutional in every material particular. We are compelled to request you to ensure that the said suspension is lifted forthwith. However, if you fail to accede to our request 7 days upon receipt of this letter, we shall not hostilate to pray the Federal High Court for the reinstatement of our client. We shall equally report you to the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee for treating the judgment of the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal with disdain. So guys, you've all heard it now. What's your take on this? Kindly drop your comment below the comment section. Share this video, let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is going on in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you.